Well, good morning, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I'm actually, as you can see, I got boxes galore here, helping my daughter move, and I got my son, Michael Anthony Fitness Reaction Gig Economy with me. It's a rarity that he's been, in the truck with me. How you doing, Mike?
I'm doing good.
Okay. So, Ben Johnson, for those out there, okay, so we've seen how the worm is turning and we're getting all these good vibes from the Dallas Cowboys organization at the moment because they're on a 2-game win streak against division foes. Here's the thing I hate to caution people about is, one thing the Cowboys always have done is they play good in the division. You know, Dak Prescott's record within the division has always been incredible, even in the bad years. Okay, let's be clear here. The last time the Eagles swept the Cowboys was 2012, 12 years ago, and we've had some bad seasons there. And still, that 2015 season where we literally only won 4 games, I think 3 of them were in the division. Yeah, it's literally like that. So, maybe we need to pump the brakes just a little bit on all the enthusiasm that the team is a great team and stuff. Our problem has not been our division, it's been outside the division. Be that as it may, you're hearing the Cowboys still kind of, the love fest of Mike McCarthy and things, Stephen Jones said, well, he's got the support of the whole team and organization there and stuff, and Jerry Jones, and it's not out of the question. And that could be the usual Cowboys bullshit to keep it in the news, so to speak. One of the candidates that people have talked about, one of the hot ones, coordinators, and there's always hot coordinators that are there. You could look at Miami's coach. He was considered one of those great coordinators and everything else. And you look at it and say, he's probably going to be fired this year. You can look, from San Francisco. You can look at Robert Saleh, who was another one of those San Francisco great, coordinators and stuff, who crashed and burned with the Jets. Although it's always funny when we have players that fail or coaches that fail, we say, that's the guy the Cowboys should go get.
Aaron Rodgers.
Right now, you got people saying, well, we should try and get Aaron Rodgers. It's like, oh my God. Come on, people.
Aaron Rodgers passes prime.
Thank you.
He's not going to work with Mike McCarthy either.
Right.
Because he wanted to go to San Francisco.
Exactly.
Originally.
So we're getting all these names as coaches. I found it funny, Mike Fisher was talking about how Robert Saleh, is one of the coaches. Oh, damn. I thought we were good without traffic. And one of the coaches that the Cowboys may be looking at. And I'm kind of like, why are we talking about Robert Saleh? If Robert Saleh, the Jets coach that they just fired a couple of weeks ago. And I'm kind of like,
that bald head
is this may be put out there so that way, by comparison, you look and say, Robert Saleh just failed with the Jets. Shit, you might as well stick with Mike McCarthy. That may be the reason why you hear rumors like that. Now, then there's Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson, who, of course, is with the Detroit Lions and one of those hot coordinators. He was a hot coordinator who I believe he turned down $13 million offer from the Commanders. So he's looking for about $15 million. So right there, I got to say, that's going to disqualify him from being the coach of the Cowboys because the Cowboys are cheap. Right now, Mike McCarthy is like $3.5 million a year. I can't see the Cowboys wanting to pay their coach that much because that's the way they do. Be that as it may, Ben Johnson kind of sent a message yesterday to the Cowboys and specifically Jerry Jones. And basically that was, he wants to go to an organization that works fully with the coach and the GM on how to build the team, which we know that Mike McCarthy, contrary to what he said about, he's got more control than he's ever had, that they're not going to do that. Stephen Jones likes to be Catboy and, out there. Jerry Jones likes to be out there with what's his name? Scouting players and talking about how big their manhood is. No, not with Will McClay. With Django.
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx. Man, I keep forgetting shit left and right. But yeah, that's what they want to do. Also, to make sure that he bitch slapped him, he said he wants an organization that has admitted to their past failures and that they're actually changing what they're going to do. In other words, he wants an organization to do the walk of shame. He wants to. It'll be like not House of Dragons. That show's nothing like Game of Thrones. Don't you hate it when they mess up a show? Especially, and they messed up Game of Thrones that last season because they were trying to hurry up and tie all that shit together. But what I'm talking about is when they made Shorty Girl do the walk of shame, made her get butt naked, walk through the crowd, cut her hair and everything else, and then throwing tomatoes and shit out. That's literally what Ben Johnson wants Jerry and Stephen Jones to do. Shame, shame, shame. That ain't gonna happen. Ben Johnson literally sent a message to the Joneses. Listen, I want full control of the team and building with the GM. None of this bullshit of, we're going to do more with less. We all in. And all in means we get Eric Kendricks and Zeke Elliott. He ain't coming here for this clown show is what he's basically saying. Unless you throw a huge pot of money on me and you get tied up in the closet. You're going to be in the janitor's closet tied up all week long. We'll bring you out for games. And then you're gonna shut the F up after the game. You're not gonna talk. I'm gonna be the big dog. I'm gonna be the big dog. The Joneses ain't going for that shit. That ain't happening. No way, no how. So yeah, Ben Johnson lets him know you ain't the one. You ain't, no kidding. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Let me know there's a slowdown. Is it still there? Yeah, yes, it's still there.
This area is always a slowdown.
Damn. There's no way, no how that Ben Johnson's going to come here. And here's the thing. If you're the Joneses, the same team that literally said we're going to do more with less and don't want to pay free agents, you kind of look at it and say, Mike McCarthy is only $3.5 million a year, and, shit, he'll take a bullet for us. So don't expect any change, people. Don't expect any change. But I'll be honest with you. If I'm Ben Johnson, I don't blame him one bit. I don't, and I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know who would want to look and say, I want to be the coach of the Dallas Cowboys so I can deal with Stephen and Jerry Jones. I don't think there's a lot of people that are going to be hot coaching candidates that look at it and say, I'm going to win a Super Bowl and do the things that I want to do. There's just not that many people that are going to do that. So we're stuck with Mike McCarthy, people. Whether you want it or not, we're stuck with Mike McCarthy. Peace.